Today we're going to show you how to change an oven igniter kit on your gas range. It's a really easy job. All you need is a 1/4-inch nut driver and a flat blade screwdriver. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect the power to the range. Simply unplug it, and we'll also need to turn off the gas supply. We'll begin by opening the door and removing the racks. And we're going to remove 2 flathead screws, one in each corner at the rear, that hold the oven bottom in place. We can reach down through these slots in the oven bottom and just lift it up at the back, push it towards the back, disengage the lip at the front, and then slide it out. Next, we're going to push the bottom drawer out a little bit. That will give us access to a 1/4-inch hex head screw that secures a shield in place of the harness that leads to the oven igniter. So remove that single screw. You can pivot that shield out of the way and remove it. And that will give us access to a little cover just above the gas valve that secures the connection to the igniter. We need to remove that. That will allow us to pull the harness connector through an opening in the back so that we can unplug it. You may have to remove one of the wires from the gas valve just to give yourself a little more clearance there. Then pull that harness through the opening. Just squeeze the 2 locking tabs and disconnect it. Next, we'll remove 2 screws that hold that igniter to the burner. And you can lift out the old igniter. Now, the 2 screws that held that in place are a machine type thread rather than a self-tapping. So be sure to use those same 2 screws when you mount the new one in place. You'll note that the mounting bracket has one flat side and one angled side. It's the angled side that we will use. And take caution when handling that piece. It's very delicate. We don't want to bump it or drop it. Tighten both of those screws securely to the burner. Next, we'll reconnect the wire harness. Make sure it snaps into place. Then we're going to push that through the opening at the back of the range. Keep it away from any heat. Reconnect the wire to the valve if you removed it. We're ready to reinstall the shield. It's a little crescent-shaped shield that fits over that opening where the harness was. Take caution when mounting that you don't pinch any wires. Next, we can replace the larger shield. Just insert that tab on one end into the slotted opening in the base. Rotate it into position. Tighten the screw securely. We're ready to reinstall the oven bottom. Slide it all the way to the back and tilt it up. Engage the front lip and then drop it into place. Make sure it sits nice and flat. We'll reinstall those two flathead screws. Reinstall the oven racks. Tilted end in first. Lay it flat and slide it all the way back. Push our storage drawer back into place. Reconnect the power and turn on the gas, and our repair is complete.